Chapter 10. The One Who Brings About an Unusual Encounter. Planet Abarium. Dusk had fallen in the town where Sena lived. It was around 4 in the afternoon, but the town was already quiet, with few people passing by. Smoke from cooking rose from the houses where people lived, indicating that even in the quiet town, people were still busy. Hee. Looking out at the view from the second-floor window, Sena unconsciously smiled. Sena liked this view. The life cycle of the town was different from the 24-hour world of the universe, and was similar to that of his hometown and Masaki village. Because they earned their living from agriculture and the bounty of the magic tree forest, the rhythm of their life, going to bed and waking up according to the cycle of the sun, gave Sena a sense of stability and peace of mind. More than anything, the sense of security that came from having a place to live made the melancholy of twilight feel comfortable. Thank you for your hard work, Sena-sama. Nana came up the stairs, his footsteps making a soft thump-thump. In his case, his footsteps made no sound when he walked normally, so he made noise to let people know he was there. Oh, Nana, thank you for your hard work. They're filled up now, so you can take them. He turned to look at the open case on the table, which contained about 155 millimeters magic crystals that had already been refilled with magic energy. All of them. It seems the crystallization of your magical organs has progressed again. How's your temperature? There seems to be a little bit, but it's not enough to cause any problems. When magic was used, it put a strain on the magical organs, and if a large amount of magical energy was used, the liquid magical crystal would become crystallized due to the overload. This would dramatically increase the amount of magical energy that could be stored, and the higher the crystal density, the greater the amount. As crystallization progressed, the magic organ began to grow again to increase its capacity, but for normal humans, regrowth was rare after the initial growth of their magic organ. However, Sena had access to the magic system, and he was constantly using high-level magic, which he used to refill a large number of magic crystals. And since Nayuta was up to various things even while Sena was sleeping, the crystallization of his magic organ was progressing rapidly. So, as if competing with that, his magic organ was also working hard to increase its capacity. And we need to reduce our debt a little. For Sena, who couldn't go hunting in the magic tree forest, recharging magical energy in the magic crystals was an important source of income. He could have earned more if Nayuta released the materials he was saving, but for now he has no choice but to wait. Yes, indeed. And your master has called for you. After checking the number of magic crystals, Nana closed the lid and headed towards the stairs as if to guide Sena. Yeah, good job. You can fill up this amount in such a short time, kid. You could live off this for the rest of your life, gahaha. Barigaru nodded in satisfaction as he opened the case he received from Nana. In fact, the energy infrastructure made up of magic crystals was increasing year by year, and with that came an increase in the demand for magic crystals to be filled with magic energy. Ha ha ha. Is there anything else I can help you with? To be honest, Sena liked to hear, and if only various problems could be resolved, he would even be happy to live here with Kariko and the other girls. Kariko-san in particular seems like she would be very happy. The life of an adventurer here was surely the one Kariko desired and dreamed of. Despite the issues with her main job, spirit thread teleportation made it easy to travel here and back. Ah, about that. Training starts tomorrow, right? Well, I thought I'd celebrate your graduating from hunting pittos. Let's go out for a meal somewhere nice, and of course I'll treat you, ha ha ha. Thank you very much. At that moment, Sena noticed that Barigaru had a strange look on his face. He glanced over at Nana, only to see him, expressionless, with an indescribable aura, hurriedly take the case containing the magic crystals and disappear into the back of the room. Well, you'll understand when you get there. You'll have a good meal there, so look forward to it. Perhaps sensing Sena's wariness, Barigaru said only that and stopped the conversation. Understood. Nana, I'll leave the rest to you. He followed Barigaru outside, and it was a bit chilly because the sun had set. They were chatting and heading towards the building where the Hunting Adventurers Guild was located. Sena, look up. What's that? Sena looked up to the sky in response to Nayuta's warning. What's wrong? A little later, Baragara looked in the same direction as Sena and saw several faint lights that were not stars moving.
Shit.
Pirates, huh? Pirates. 10 earthly Knight-class armored cavalry have entered the atmosphere. Predicted destination is… Humph. Well, it looks like the alarm didn't go off, so I guess this isn't the target. After saying that, Baragara looked back as if he was no longer interested and started walking again. Sena quickly followed him, his eyes still fixed on the sky. Baragara-san? Pirates. What do you mean by an alarm? Pirates are criminals who live in space. They regularly descend to planets to plunder. The magic element corrodes machinery, so it's better that they can't build bases on the ground. Actually, there should be a military base belonging to a high-rank group like the people of Uka on this planet. Huh? And… yeah, it's pointless expecting anything from them. They used to be better, but since the current commander took over, it's been terrible. Huh? But pirates don't build bases on land because of machine corrosion, so why is there an Uka base here? There are no magic trees on the continent where the base is located. If we completely eradicate the magic trees in a certain area and bring in the machines, the magic trees will stop growing and the magic energy will disappear. Then the machines will not rot. I see. So the alarm comes from that base. No. This town is protected by a magical barrier. It predicts the pirate's course and sounds an alarm. I think I mentioned that before. It's a system set up by a talented pervert. Although Baragaru had been showing signs of displeasure, his mood gradually returned to normal after the topic of talented perverts came up. Yeah, now that you mention it, I've heard that story. When the alarm sounds, the residents will flee underground. The pirates can't get in there, and even if they do come down, the pirates' handheld weapons can be countered with magic. Well, the surface area may be destroyed, but the best assets are underground. Ha ha ha. Is the defense system in place outside of this city similar? It's not as bad as here. That said, the extent of the damage varies, but for now, every town is being ravaged. The commander of Uka Base has been replaced, so all we can do is hope that the new one is a little more reasonable. Aren't you going to discuss this with Uka? If they had no intention of defending this place in the first place, they wouldn't have gone to the trouble of building a base, but it may be just for the purpose of asserting their territorial claims. I've said this many times before, but bases on planets with magic trees like this are like penal colonies for the humans in space. Their goal is to finish their work without any problems and then go back into space. Are there no pirate attacks on that Oka base? Even though it's rotten, it's still a military base, so if they fight honestly, the pirates will suffer heavy losses. They won't do anything that won't make them money. I see. As a GP member, Sena felt uneasy, but if they made a wrong move, this planet could become a battlefield. In the first place, the destructive power of the Royal Tree unit without its armor was too strong. No matter how much they tried, it could easily destroy half of the planet. It's going to be hard to leave this planet. Well, first I have to do something about my debt. That being said, Sena liked living here. Although he was concerned about Kariko and the others, he felt a strong desire to stay here a little longer.